watch TV and with Jacobson. And, well, so basically, I've had I've had my TV set on NBC, and that's pretty much it. Because I got a fucking antenna. Yeah, an antenna. I got an antenna, and it's not that great of an antenna. It's not that great of an antenna. So, I gotta play a game of where to put it to get this station. So, instead of moving it, I pretty much just keep it on NBC. Well, unless there's something crazy going on. But I mean, it's fine. Because it's really out of season on like a lot of shows right now anyway. But here's one thing I started thinking about. I hope it doesn't ban me for a cigarette. There was some iPhone one that, well, I said I couldn't do it. Well, it didn't ban me, but I mean, if it's telling me I can't do that, then I can't even go on. But yeah, I was thinking like, it is kind of crazy. I mean, even though I see stuff online, like Twitter, news and stuff, I pretty much solely, my motto is, well, not really my motto, but just something I think about, is you really only need to see about 30 minutes of the news. Well, 15, I guess. It's the real important stuff, but, the other stuff is like, I guess they're trying to inspire, And I like Lester Holt. So, and it's NBC, so, but I was thinking like, yeah, I mean, I definitely am going, it is kind of weird to only get news one station. Like, I mean, I trust all the networks as a whole, I guess. But yeah, and late night shows, obviously, and I've only seen James Corden on. I've only seen James Corden on YouTube, basically. I've never. I mean, maybe a couple times, but I've really never just like tuned in, like right on time. Because I'm dedicated for NBC, and I want to like Seth Meyers, but it's just like, damn guy, it's really not the frequency I'm fucking looking for. It's fucking 12:30 at night. Like, what I want to hear about? Some guy fucking like crying about all the like fucked up stuff going on. It's like, look, they never went outside of the whole closer look thing. They got way too long. They really wanted to take a closer look, and they look so fucking close. That's all that they talk about. That is my, I guess is my producer, Dexter. He's a dog. He can be whatever he wants. But yeah, Seth Meyers got way too. He got way too on the closer look, and that pretty much like was bringing in views. So they keep, they keep doing it, and that's pretty much it. And I feel like people want to fucking just like laugh at the end of the day, right? Because you wake up, you get the scoop, You wake up, you get the fucking scoop of what's going on, and then you're like, alright, I know what's going on throughout the day. And then you gotta check in at the end of the night, see what's going on. But that's the thing about the morning Today Show. I like, and hell no, GMA, they tried to go to, or they did, I guess, like filming in Paris, but so did NBC, and they were on top of the towers. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, I think it's a great way. I think it's a pretty great way to, I don't know, just get up, because it can be funny. It's like, it's kind of more bright, you know. Lester Holt's like, alright, look, I gotta tell you some shit, and some of it's not gonna be so pretty, but I gotta tell you, because I'm fucking Lester Holt, and I gotta fucking tell you what's going on in the world. It's my job. And I feel like Lester Holt probably takes, it doubly seriously about being honest, because his previous guy, Brian Williams, you know, I guess he said he was like under attack in a fucking Afghanistan or something, or in a helicopter attack. And it's like, I guess he wasn't, so they fired him because he lied. Because you gotta be trustworthy, right? I did actually, today, since, I feel like I totally missed the whole point of that, the antenna thing, but, yeah, the antenna, so there's a different antenna, right, downstairs, so I just said, you know, it's never being used. It's like a fucking, just like, stuck graveyard or something. So I'm like, you know, I could really use it. And yeah, it's like opening up another door, like a couple doors. The ABC door, the CBS door, the Fox door. If I had to rank, you know, I'd probably say NBC 1, CBS 2, I guess, ABC 3, maybe ABC 2, I don't know. Either way, Fox is last, but I do appreciate, unrelated to their news, I am completely aware that the Fox, the shows like, you know, regular stuff versus like Fox News on the whatever, it's a totally different thing. So I have nothing against their news coverage, okay? But I do think that Fox probably has the only place left that I think still shows like sitcoms at night, and I really appreciate that. And then eventually TBS did it, but yeah, they would always show like back-to-back sitcoms from like going way. I remember like 5, 6 Simpsons. Wait. Six. The Office. 6:30 Family Guy, something like that. But yeah, it's a whole new wave of shows on there. I seen last night there's, instead of showing the news or like a late show, they were showing Two Broke Girls. I'm like, guys, Two Broke Girls, I don't mind it, but It's really not. Uh, it's really just really not my kind of humor. Really, it's really like I don't know. It's just really not my like flavor. But it did make me laugh at some points, and I have watched it. And you can thank Kat Dennings' tits or whatever. So shout out to her tits, because you know that's what will get you in at first. At first, but then you watch and you're like, hey, this actually has a story, I guess, because you know. I never found out if they made it. I never found out if did they did they get a cupcake factory, or you know what happened. I think it actually just got canceled and they probably didn't get to progress that far. So, but yeah, shout out to shout out to hey, shout out to the Olympics, right? July 23rd. And they got this guy out here, Matt Barnes, going to Tokyo from NBC for Columbus. And I thought that when they said that, I thought like, oh, they fucking just pick one from every station probably and send them over there. But it looks like there's like 10 of them total. So his career is definitely about to blow, cause and it's funny because the other people on the news seem really like, I mean, they seem happy for him, but they seem like they seem like they almost are like, damn, I wish I was going. And it's like, well, I mean, first of all, it is Tokyo right now, and I probably wouldn't want to like feel safe in Tokyo. And of course, it's got to be there over there this year. I mean, of all years, right? I mean, I know that they didn't. It was Wuhan or China, but you know, that's just like. I mean, honestly, it's pretty clear that like if you just line them up, like I don't know, you can't. I mean, I don't know the difference, okay? And it's not. It's just me being honest. Like, why would I sit here and be like, oh yeah, I can tell. Like, wouldn't that be more racist if I could tell the difference? Like, wouldn't that be more racist? Well, you know it's a Jap because they got fucking slants, and then you know it's a fucking China. Like, what's the difference? And that's the thing, it really don't matter, but it would be interesting to be able to, if I see an Asian, be like, oh hey, he's from whatever, Japan, Asia, China, Mongolia, you know, China is probably one of the most beautiful places on earth as far as like scenery. And look, these motherfuckers know how to do shit, okay? Apparently, they've been around so fucking long. They obviously are doing something right? I mean, I don't know about it nowadays. I don't fucking know what's there. I know there's too many damn people, and I would be fucking like not really into that. I mean, I'm talking like people fucking stacked on top of each other. It's just like, damn. I just don't get. I don't get how. Yeah, I just couldn't. I don't know if I could live with that. But there's a Red Sea in China, and I would love to see that. But you know, as far as like what my life is right now, I'm really only thinking United States as far as like being able to travel. And it makes me too anxious to think about. Uh, it makes me too anxious to think about all the shit I haven't seen out around the whole world because it's just overwhelming. It's like, well, fuck. I got a lot of catching up to do, but I mean, at least I want to be on every continent, right? At least, right? Maybe every country, but you know, there's some I might probably avoid. Probably most of the fucking Middle East guys. What is going on over there? Seriously, Jesus. You know? Why? What's going on? You know, you really could just fucking chill out and just put the, you know, just relax. Like, what are you doing for what? Like, why? I just don't understand it. Yeah, why do you want the women to dress up so much anyway? Like, fuck, I mean, I don't get that unless they just have like severe jealousy issues or something. Like, it's like that's not healthy. That's not gonna work out anyway. You know, you can't wrap a woman up in a fucking towel every day. But I also understand that some of them are like they want to do it for like religious reasons. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on. I don't get it. They want to learn, let them learn. Like, I mean, I don't see why it matters. And I mean, I understand that you think like that's what you need to do for whatever reason, but I mean, if it involves like being like that, I just don't understand. So let them learn. I mean, I don't get what kind of a monster fucking bombs a girl's school. It's just like, I don't get it. So yeah, I would fly over there. Call that a flyover fucking country. Avoid. Hey, how about you just let all? How about we just secretly get every? How about we secretly get everybody out of there? Like the good people. I don't know how you do it. You just like, I don't know. You get the good people out, and then the guys that want to like, the guys that want to kill them and like blow stuff up, like they can just, you know, they can just shoot around in the desert all they want and blow stuff up. Like, just don't hurt anybody. Like, you know, have fun out there. But I just don't get why you got to do that. But that's the thing. There's a lot of shit going on in the world, and I do care about it. But you know one thing? I know I'm not a fucking activist, okay? I would never want to be called an activist in my life. For what that means, basically, right nowadays. I don't want to get in that world. I am not equipped for that shit, okay? I don't want to be an activist, but I do care. But I'm also deeply aware that even if I do care, like, was an activist or whatever, there's really nothing I can do about it. I mean, seriously, I mean, like, the planet, as much as I would like it not to be, like, destroyed, I mean, things are slowing down. There's gonna be more humans, more trash, more cars, more everything. And it's just like, it's inevitable. It's pretty much inevitable. Because if you look at a fucking, like, if you look at, like, you know, like a time lapse of the world or whatever, it's just more and more people, so yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be scary too, because as more and more people, I mean, there's gonna be more and more viruses and shit like this. But yeah, I just don't want to be in that world. I don't want to be with that fucking burden of like, I can't do it. I'm not built for fucking activism, but you know, uh, I don't want to be thought of like that at all. I just know, I know what I know in my heart, and like, I don't go by, I don't go by a Republican or a fucking Democrat. I don't fucking care. Like, if a guy's right, a guy's fucking right, you know? Whatever the right thing to do would be, I guess would be the thing to do. It's not really like, oh yeah, I gotta do this because this guy is on this side. Like, you know? And that pretty much is the reason why nothing can be agreed on, because it's just like, yeah, it's like they gotta stick with their fucking team. They're like, we're the fucking donkeys here, and we're the fucking elephants or whatever. It's like, guys, I mean, you're both animals. Both are nice. I like them both. I gotta say, donkeys are pretty cool, honestly. Wait. Is that the Democrat? Is that the Democrat? Oh, it is a Democrat. Well, shout out to donkeys. I mean, that's cool, I guess. But yeah, you know, elephants. Shout out to elephants, but I mean, petting an elephant, he'd be just too scary. I mean, fuck, I don't want to get, I just don't want to get close to an elephant like that, because it's just like, too close, too big. Yeah, not doing that. No way. But I do like elephants, but, you know, I don't want to get close to them. A big animal I do want to get close to would be a giraffe. I think that's probably the most, like, bizarre fucking animal that's, like, in the world, like, on land or whatever. It's just, like, so weird. It's just so odd. Like, it's just so odd. And I can't even think of, like, I swear I had to have seen one at the zoo before. I've been to the zoo when I was younger, and like different zoos, I guess, around different vacations, I think. So I swear I've had to seen a giraffe, but I don't know if I really truly appreciated the giraffes at, you know, at that age. I thought about it more as I got older. I wonder if they have a zebra at a zoo. Obviously, yeah, that would be. So they must bring them all the way in over here. Hey, I heard, you know, somebody at a place I used to work was like saying Jack Hanna. They said that he was an asshole. And I was reluctant to believe that. And look, you know what? Isn't he the one that has fucking dementia right now or something? Like, well, I think that was before they said he had dementia, but maybe it wasn't even him. No, that was him. Well, yeah, someone said they met him and he's an asshole, but I don't believe it still. I think he's just really serious about animals, I guess. And he's a Columbus guy. Like, he is like a guy that's Columbus. That's actually, like, I think, isn't he nationally known? I swear he is. But yeah, he's a big deal in Columbus. So, like, we fucking love Jack Hanna and shit. So, shout out to Jack Hanna. Alright, so not in a political way, but alright, so I guess Hunter Biden's son, he wants to be a painter, okay? Hunter Biden, he wants to be a painter, alright? And look, if he wants to be a painter, then fucking let him. Like, I mean, who fucking cares? We already know there's no rules at the fucking White House after, you know, last season. Let him, like, he wants to make a living, let him fucking do it, right? he wants to be a painter, and people are over there saying, oh, it's fucking hotel art. Well, look, I worked at fucking hotels, and I think hotel art is nice. So maybe he can sell it to the fucking Marriott or something, or the fucking Hilton, and or the Renaissance or something. Yeah, I mean, or the DoubleTree. I mean, just fuck it. Like, who, like, why? That's just like so. That's just like so. Like, it's beyond politics to just like, hey, fuck this guy. Like, I don't want him to sell his paintings. Like, who the fuck are you to say? Like, I mean, who cares? Like, there's obviously no rules at the White House. So it's like, fuck. Let him do it. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see the harm. I don't even see how it's fucking newsworthy in the first place, honestly. But like, as far as like world news, you know, they're kind of just making it a bigger deal. And then I'm sure people online are like, you know, that crowd is probably just joining in, like, yeah, it's so fucked up. I can't believe you try to sell his art. Like, I mean, if fucking Joe was trying to make art and sell it right now, then yeah, I get it. But fucking, don't George Bush fucking paint? I swear he does. I want to make sure. Yeah, he's a painter. And I get that was after he like left office or whatever, but fuck, it's his son, alright? So fuck it. Yeah, George W. Bush paint. So shout out to George Bush. I feel like he probably feels very stressed out about what went on, like, for his presidency. So it's just like, people say what they say about him, but, you know, I don't know. It's a hard situation to fucking handle. It's like, alright, well. But shout out to George Bush. Keep painting, alright? And just let Joe sell his shit, or I mean Hunter. He's out there hunting for a fucking art gallery, alright? So just let him fucking do it. I just don't see why it matters. Hey, real quick, shout out to France. They gave us the Eiffel Tower, and I just want to say I appreciate it, and like, we still like it. And you know, it changed colors after a little bit, but that's not your fault. I mean, it was a little while ago. You probably didn't have like labs to like test like what would go on. But you know, it all worked out pretty well. Cause I like that it's like the color it is, whatever you call it, aqua, blue. Yeah, what's that green blue color? Aqua. And it looks nice, and I think that represents America way more than a fucking gold one. Not to, you know, I get you guys, you're like, hey, gold, I get it, but I think that's more what America's about, I mean, like, it just looks like a fucking America. And, as a matter of fact, I don't know all the statistics on this statue here, but this was my dad's that I guess he got going to New York when he was young, so, and he got to go up in the top, and I'm pretty sure you can't do that no more. So yeah, this thing is like, I don't know, it's like at least like 40 years old or something, like maybe old 50, yeah. So yeah, shout out to the Statue of Liberty, alright? It's a statue. It represents liberty and justice for all, but we gotta find some justice too. So shout out. So yeah, so switching over to like CBS and actually tuning in to see James Corden was definitely, I came in, I mean it was like a rerun I guess because they were talking about the Grammys, but the way they opened it was fucking so like just like awesome. It was really funny. And that's the thing about James Corden, honestly, he's probably the most yeah, one of the most fun ones. Like, I mean, I can't say 100% till I see like new ones, like monologues and shit, but I really think he keeps it funny and not political. Which I think is the whole point. But yeah, and he even said like, we gotta beat Seth Meyers, and I'm like, bro, I know, right? But it's just like, you know, I don't want to like be like that, but it's just like, that would be the goal, but I also understand that, you know, he has it, so I do respect it, but it's just like, look, make it, because I know you got good writers and shit. I've seen it be really funny, and guess what? I was watching from day one when it first started, and right after, and yeah, I mean, it was started out like sketchy, like not like shady, but like, you know, sketches, and you know, it was pretty much all funny, and I was into it. So I got in the habit of just like staying up, which I shouldn't be staying up that late, really, as late, but I mean, I think 12:30 is a good time, but hey, it's definitely like a good time to like see all that. And that's the thing about the real late shows, they always make jokes about like Conan. I remember seeing like clips of him like saying like he literally went to like, I think it was Houston. It was like asking people why they don't watch it, because I guess they like showed it on some different station or something. But yeah, Seth Meyers is probably capable of he is capable of making a good show. So I just hate to see it be like that. And look, guy, also, please you can bring back people now and there, unless he's not been new. Honestly, well, no, he's always new and Fowler's new, so I don't see a reason for no people. And also, just the interviews with the Zoom, I mean, I don't get why that needs, if there's an audience, I don't get it, if, you know, and it just makes it a little bit less fun, but at least it got a good setup for it. But I don't want to be like that, like saying, I just want to say how I feel about it, and it's like, I support, you know, I love Fallon, love Tonight's Show to death, but I'm just being honest with how I feel. Like, I don't like it. I don't see a reason for it. And the reason I'm so hard on saying about it is because that's just going to become the way it is if it stays like that. That's just going to be the new normal. And I gotta say, I must have picked a really fucking weird night to watch stuff, because I was flipping through, like, the first night the NBA Finals were, the first night I had it, and I was like, alright. And I don't really know anything, I haven't watched the fucking NBA for a long time. But I guess the Suns are in the finals, and you know, I just go by color and a logo, and a location too, I guess. So I guess I would be rooting for the Suns. The Bucks, I don't know, Reindeer are alright, Milwaukee. I do love Rudolph. Rudolph's amazing, but just Reindeer in general, I mean, they're cute and all, but I never really thought about that. I mean, a reindeer too much. I don't know why. Maybe because they almost seem like they're imaginary, because they're always in just like flying. And you know, they can't fucking fly. So it don't even make sense. What, are their fucking legs generating on a fucking like surface or something, or like pushing out water pressure or something? Like I don't get how they fly, but that's the thing about a cartoon. It's imagination. This is the Late Night Apps, and head to Late Night Apps TV at Late Night Apps TV on Twitter, alright? And subscribe to the fucking YouTube. If you feel like. I mean, it's a free world. Shout out to the free world. We're rocking in the free world, alright? And we try to rock it. So yeah, they keep dangling. They keep dangling the pot legalization in front of us, and it never happens. I mean, it's really frustrating. I would like to just have the whole damn country just get on board with it. And yeah, I'm sorry, but look, Mike DeWine, what you fucking said on the news about pot today was really fucking stupid. I just don't see why everybody thinks they should just smoke pot. Like, he said something like that. I'm just like, guy, so drinking is good? I mean, drinking is good? You're okay with that? You're okay with people buying fucking pills and cocaine and all this shit, heroin, all these deaths that could just probably be stopped because if there's just like marijuana, you know, people will just go to that. And I would definitely probably say, you know, according to your little rule book, I guess you consider pot, whoever it is, the government or whatever, they consider pot to be up there with heroin. And I'm like, I don't think that even makes, they're not even in the same fucking world, alright? I never am offended, but that is pretty fucked up to say. That's really fucked up to say. And it puts this like bad taste in, you know, isn't this the fucking land of the fucking people or whatever? So why the hell the 70 or like 65% or whatever of the people approve? It's like, then let it fucking happen. Let the fucking pot grow. You know, you got fucking Jim Belushi over here preaching the fucking gospel on Twitter, and hallelujah, he knows. Didn't he have, I want to make sure if I say this. Jim, oh fuck. Well, he's a pot activist because, yeah, John Belushi, I know he had some addiction. I honestly, okay. He died from heroin and cocaine. So now, Jim Belushi, according to Jim, I think he's fucking right. And you gotta live according to Jim now, alright? Because fucking Jim, he's on the right page. He's out there growing pot in a fucking farm, alright? And he's, like, making it, I know a lot of people, I guess, like, Seth Rogen's doing it, and everybody's doing it. But, yeah, Jim Belushi, Cannabis Farmer, is his name on Twitter. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. So, shout out to Jim Belushi. I guess he sees the value in it. He sees that this isn't a game. This can save people's fucking lives, you know? And yeah, the poor veterans, holy fuck. I mean, damn. They gotta sit there and think about all that shit, like, damn. I mean, so you're basically telling vets, hey, just start drinking or fucking suck it up, like, yeah, let them relieve themselves, alright? I mean, a lot of people feel like anxiety and shit, but especially them, like, damn. But I think they are kind of lenient, but I've seen stories where, yeah, I mean, it just makes no sense. So shout out to, you know, shout out to, Mr. fucking Chuck Schumer, okay? This guy, you know, when he talks, it's just like, oh, God, like, he's just a very, he's what politics should be, extremely fucking boring. But he's an old guy, and he's down for, like, legalization. He got together with Cory Booker, who I don't really fucking know. I don't know about him, but, you know, fuck it. Like, I've seen him before. If he's down for pot, fantastic. And then I can't remember the other guy's name, but yeah. He's like a lesser known. The other two are like in the public eye. I know. I can't remember this guy's name. But yeah, shout out. And you know, I would want to wait until the whole nation is legalized, but I am about to say, let's just get fucking Ohio on board, alright? Let's just get. Obviously, makes no sense for it not to be okay to the whole country. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen until DeWine leaves or whatever happens with him. I mean, look, we need a guy that's like, he's like, not, he doesn't, like when he runs for whatever, he doesn't talk about pot at all. Like his plan should be, he doesn't say anything about pot while running. Because he already knows the people would want it. So he says nothing about it while he's running. And then once he gets voted in, bam. He just signs the shit in, right? That would be the way. Because you gotta sneak it in. Because for whatever reason, when a politician talks about pot, people discredit them so much. They're like, oh, you just want to get high, man. Like, alright, yeah. It's something like, just much more important than they make it out to be, alright? And there's like I guess like you know, they just like equate it to something it's not, you know? Because trust me, it'd be a lot better to smoke than drink, alright? Absolutely. But everybody has their taste. But yeah, I've been there, done that, and I don't have any fucking ounce of desire, like, at all for that. And I do need a outlet or whatever, like a vice, like, yes, honestly. Because you have to be able to relax. I mean, you have to. You know, just because they think the classic, like, oh, just fucking drink a beer, like, that is like the opposite of relaxing. That sounds, the complete opposite of relaxing. It makes me sick to even think about it. So yeah, I mean, I don't get the difference between lighting up, you know, a joint or something. Because you're gonna be you'll probably be a lot more functional and like, you know, your mind's like working pretty well, and you know, it's just better all around. But you know, everybody has their opinions on it. It's just not for me, and I don't mean to talk so much shit about alcohol drinkers, but the problem is, it just pisses me off that it's like, that's okay, but not pot. Alright. Well, that makes no fucking sense. I'm pretty sure nobody ever got fucking healed inside and out. Drinking fucking alcohol. But yeah, so shout out to the people trying. I appreciate it. The wine, look, I don't really mind. I don't really care about whatever. But look, if you fucking are gonna sit here and say that, it's like, you don't understand it. And also, I'm sorry, but if you do, if all these people, if we end up getting a mask mandate again, I'm not wearing one. Because I am vaccinated, and I will carry my fucking card around or something. I'm not doing it. Alright? It makes people feel like they're not even fucking human. Like, you feel completely guarded off. Like, it's just so weird, and it's not healthy. And I don't care. I'm not wearing it, okay? I did my part when I had to do it. So, I did my duty, you know? So yeah, but the wine, come on, man. I mean, it's just not a big deal. And yeah, even fucking Joe was not even on board. He's just like, I know the only reason, like, is because as soon as he does something like that, people are like, oh, look, Joe's president, now the whole country's high on marijuana. Like, well, yeah, 70 fucking percent almost of us say hell yeah. So, I hope to see the day that happens soon. But you gotta just be like fucking waiting, you know, waiting on the world to change. And shout out to John Mayer, because he just came out with an album. He was on Jimmy Fallon, and I did check it out this morning, and there's some like good shit on there. So shout out, because music's definitely been really fucking in a drought. Majorly, I don't know if it's because of COVID. I don't know if it's because they can't fucking get close to enough in the studio, because the fucking buttons are 6 feet apart or something. But it's good, because I figured that'd be the perfect time to put albums out, like, and during the quarantine time. Yeah, a lot of artists I like have went dark. Kanye West is nowhere to be found. He unfollowed Kim, so I think that's cool. And I unfollowed her too. I'm not trying to be like following like what he does like that, but it's just like, hey, I only followed her because of Kanye. Like, if Kanye says she's a good woman, then, you know, I believe him. But because Kanye is about the most, he's a very honest guy. But, you know, if he does that, then I'm out. I mean, that's the only reason I would follow him. And you know, she seemed like she was doing stuff, and like I think she did do some good stuff actually, getting people out of jail for like dumb stuff and stuff. Like she went to law school, and people don't take it seriously, but she really did learn law, so that's pretty like nice. And like, yeah. So I mean, yeah, shout out to her and stuff, but look, I'm jumping off the fucking train on that thing, so. I just want Kanye to put out something, and you know, shout out to J. Cole for the on season. That shit is uh, just the perfect summer album, and yeah, I mean, and he also, yeah, J. Cole, he played basketball, like. Like as in, he got on a team, like an official team, not the NBA, because, I mean, it's, I mean, he is too old for it, but he didn't let that stop him, and that inspires me a little bit, because it's just like, I don't know, it's never too late, it's never too late for anything, really, because, I mean, I wish I could remember what this was or where it was or what it said, but I remember something. Uh, it could have been I don't know. Every every moment is a moment to start again or something like that. Every moment is something. Every moment is a moment you could start now or something like that. And I think that's pretty good way to look at it, you know, because you sit there and be like, I'm just not putting the work in that I should be, like, and you let that procrastinate things more. It's just like, well, it's never too late, you know, until you're fucking in the ground, you know, it's not too late. So shout out. Alright, well, this is the late night ops. That's what I'm going with. Aaron Jacobson. The late night ops, it's basically the late night operations and opposition. But I don't really like saying that that much, I guess, just because I don't want to be like, I'm like, oh, I fucking hate Seth Meyers, like, it's my show. Like, I realize that I have no, like, right, like, you know? So, like, I respect it, but I just would like to see things be different, but it doesn't, yeah, opposite is an opposite of, what he's putting out there right now, like, the way he's doing his show right now. Or at least I want to be, alright? And yeah, that would be pretty crazy. I mean, but why not? You gotta think, like, as far as you can go, like, even if it seems absolutely fucking, like, impossible. I mean, you gotta be just blissfully fucking ignorant. And who knows, if you work hard enough, you might be able to fucking make a living doing what you love. And you may never, you know, it may never be exactly what you thought it would be, but that's kind of like the excitement in it, really. Like, you just don't know what's gonna happen, so. It's just, definitely a good way to live things. And the operations, that's just, you know, it's the operations. That's what I'm doing right now. So shout out. Alright, well, this is the Late Night Ops, and you can follow at Twitter at Late Night Ops. I found out through Siri, fucking Siri, that I do not pronunciate my words fully sometimes. Or something like that. Because every time I tell this fucking thing off, it thinks I'm saying on, off. So I have to go off every time to get it to go. Off, on, off. See? It sounds fine to me. I do have it set to British Siri, so maybe she doesn't. I don't know if they think like that, which would be kind of weird if they did. But yeah. Off. Off. But yeah. Off. That's what it sounds like, basically. But I did actually figure out how to turn the flashlight on without doing that now. So. But yeah, I only ask Siri stuff when I'm driving. If I think it's some like question or something. And it, about 70% of the time it'll tell you the answer. But sometimes it just links you to a page. If you ask a question, it doesn't really know how to answer. So shout out to Siri, helping people not get into car wrecks, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to sit here, I don't want to open the door of like talking to a fucking robot, right? But I think it's at a comfortable like level now. Let's keep it where it's at, If you gotta fucking watch iRobot again, then go fucking to the library and get it again, right? Cause yeah, even that wheelchair the wheelchair scientist Stephen Hawking. It's not. Yeah, I think isn't he the guy that said like, don't build robots or something? No wait, maybe he said don't contact aliens. I think he said if we contact aliens and they have the technology to reach us, then they are going to destroy us. And all you gotta do is hope that they come in fucking peace, like they always say. But according to War of the Worlds and fucking Cloverfield is another one, they don't come in peace, alright? And I would hope they do, because if they come down, I'd be like, look, guy, I would love if people down here would stop being so violent. The last thing we need is you coming down here with some advanced fucking weaponry and sitting here telling us, like, why destroy us? Wouldn't you be interested in us? Aren't we a little bit interested? Yeah, so if there's an alien that like somehow like comes around or something, like we come in peace also, but you have to realize if you come out as strong with like a bunch of weapons, we're gonna get scared. And the military, it might seem like a joke to you, but it's the best thing on earth to us. It's the most powerful, our armies of the world, and that's all we got, alright? But you know what? At least the fucking world would be maybe getting along. So maybe fucking over in Afghani, they can like look up and be like, holy shit, none of this fucking matters. We're all human, and we gotta fucking fight the aliens. So at least that you would unite us right before we all fucking die, Because we can all be like, oh shit. The James Webb Telescope, alright? This fucking thing is being launched October 31st this year, Halloween night, okay? And this thing is supposed to like search for, it's supposed to be able to like somehow like bounce water molecules or something, like detect H2O on a planet. So it's from like I'm not good with like I'm not good with the distances and stuff, but it's a whole lot of light years a fucking way, right? That it's looking for farther than we've ever been able to look. So that's pretty fucking cool, because if we did find water, then uh, that means, hey, there could be fucking something up in there. Like, and it's just like the most bizarre and stressful thing to think about, because that's why I like history more. It's like, alright, this happened. This is the story. This happened. That's why history is so interesting. But space, like science or whatever, it's almost just like, it's like the blue balls of fucking learning. Like you're never gonna know, alright? Unless they come down here, then we're probably not gonna know in our lifetime. If humans even fucking stay around long enough, then it's just like, that's what sucks about it. And our universe is so fucking big that it's, you can't even imagine it. Like, it's impossible to understand. Like, a human cannot even understand it. Like, and that's what's so frustrating about it. I do like learning about it, but it's just so frustrating. It's just like, we're so far from like really being able to look for that, you know? Because I've seen these like discovery shows and shit, and they give you hope, but then right after that, they tell you the real part. They're like, but this could not be possible until humans find out how to do this and this. And that could take fucking 6,000 years or something. So it's just like, yeah, one said that in order to get like out, like far out like that, we'd have to build like something like it's bigger than the whole fucking Earth. Like, all right, well that's not possible, because that's all the space we got, you know. That's all we got. So unless we're all fucking jumping on, then I think better have a lot of fucking torque or whatever, you know. So yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to Late Night Ops TV. Shout out to following Late Night Ops TV on Twitter. Right after I said something about I'm not wearing a mask if DeWine does that, I gotta unfollow. You know, I don't really care. It's just like, I'm just gonna say how I feel, and it's just like, I was being so scared of like saying stuff. It's just like, well, if you're just honest with how you feel, then I don't see anything wrong with that. So I say good fucking riddance, buddy. And you know, that's the thing. People talk about this follow for follow shit. Look, when I was like fucking 15, that's what I tried that on YouTube, and it translated to nothing. You don't want a bunch of people following you that don't even fucking like your content. They just want you to follow them back. I'm not doing that shit, alright? Especially not on Ops Nightly. I follow nobody on Ops Nightly. That's the official one. Late Night Ops TV is more personal, plus, because that's the one I had first, but yeah. So shout out. Yeah, I would like to just build like some kind of base going, like something like that, and yeah, that's kind of the plan. So shout out to Late Night Ops TV. Yeah, follow, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I hate saying that. I just want you to do what you feel, because I really only want genuine fucking people. I don't want any more bullshit, you know. So thank you for watching, and this setup probably will get a little better as time goes on, as everything does, because everything you just little by little work on, and that's how you get better at everything. But yeah, I'm working on a setup like this where I can be live, and this will be up on YouTube as well. So, you know, thank you. Join. Be sure to see the Olympics and the trials. It's the first time I've ever watched the trials. I thought it was funny because this lady on there, she had to keep saying Simone Biles and the Olympic trials, and she said it like 4 fucking times, and it just, I don't know why, but it made me laugh. It's just funny. It just sounds. It just rhymes basically. She said it like over and over and over. It's more modest than the chance. So, but yeah. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll pull a Lester Holt. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Good night. And then I should have, the dramatic music and shit, but alright.